Beauty in Black successfully completed its first season and made a name for itself as one of the most beloved Netflix series ever. The good news is, the saga is far from over, as Season 2 is officially on the corner. So, let's talk about it. Tyler Perry recently shared how thrilled he is to keep telling Kimmy's story, especially now that she's stepped into her power as the newest member of the Bellery family. He said, "We left fans on the edge of their seats at the end of Season 1, and we're thrilled to continue Kimmy's journey as she steps into her power as the newest member of the Bellery family. Kimmy exemplifies the spirit of never underestimating the underdog, and I can't wait for fans to continue to see her story unfold. If you thought Season 1 was a wild ride, you're not ready for Season 2. Honestly, after everything Kimmy went through in the first season, I'm so ready to see her take control and keep shaking things up, because it's about time that she finally finds her agency. And I feel like I'm not alone in this sentiment, because let's be honest, the success of Beauty in Black has been nothing short of impressive. I mean, yes, the show may have gotten mixed reviews from critics at first, but clearly that didn't stop it from gaining massive traction. I guess the drama was just too addictive to ignore, so it is not surprising to see that the show already got its Season 2 approval only days after Season 1 has ended. We all know that Tyler's production style is fast and efficient, so even though Netflix hasn't announced an official premiere date for Season 2 yet, I have a feeling we won't be waiting too long. Since Season 1's 2 parts dropped about 5 months apart, it wouldn't be surprising if Season 2 followed a similar schedule. That means we could be looking at a late 2025 release for Part 1 of Season 2, and early 2026 for Part 2. And even thinking about it alone is so exciting. As I mentioned, Season 1 introduced us to Kimmy, who started off struggling to survive after being kicked out by her mother. She found herself caught up with the wealthy and powerful Bellery family, and let's just say, wealth and power came with a whole lot of dark secrets. What started as a survival story quickly turned into a complex tale of betrayal, manipulation, and even human trafficking. Like, what the hell? Clearly, this time Tyler didn't hold back when it came to exploring the darker side of privilege and corruption. By the end of Season 1, Kimmy had married Horace Bellery, who was the family patriarch, in a strategic move to secure her position within the family. But, to no one's surprise, the marriage wasn't exactly a fairy tale. Horace's health is failing, and his kids are obviously not happy about Kimmy's sudden rise to power, especially since it threatens their inheritance. On top of all these, in Part 2, Kimmy exposed the Bellery family's underground trafficking ring and rescued her kidnapped sister, proving that she's not someone to be messed with. Now, she's sitting at the table with the Bellery family, but staying there is going to be a whole new challenge in Season 2. Tyler has built his career on creating complex, layered characters, and Kimmy is one of his most fascinating creations yet. She's not a typical heroine. She's tough, strategic, and sometimes ruthless when she needs to be. Tyler has already said that Season 2 will explore the consequences of Kimmy's choices and how far she's willing to go to hold on to her newfound power. There's also the question of whether the Bellery family's criminal past will catch up with them. As I said, Kimmy exposed the trafficking ring, but the fallout from that could still play out in Season 2. If the authorities start closing in, Kimmy could find herself having to protect not just herself, but also the people she's come to care about, even the ones who initially tried to push her away. One of the biggest questions hanging over Season 2, though, is whether Horace will survive. His declining health was a huge part of the story in Season 1, and now that he's married to Kimmy, it changes everything. If he dies, Kimmy's claim to the Bellery fortune could be at risk, and I don't think the rest of the Bellery family would hesitate to push her out. It seems like this part messes with a lot of you guys' head as well, because I saw so many posts about Horace's fate after the finale. I mean, more than anything else about this show. For instance, a March 12th post on X asking people to drop a heart if you want to save Horace blew up, getting nearly 13,000 views. Like, that's crazy. At this point, many of us are practically begging Tyler to keep him alive. I mean, who could have guessed Horace out of all people would get that many fans, right? One person commented, "Let Uncle Horace live, please. That's my favorite character." Another person straight up warned Tyler, saying, "Tyler Perry, if you don't find a cure for Horace, your audience will be outside your house with picket signs yelling, 'Bring Horace back.'" Clearly, you guys are seriously invested in Horace's future, and I can't blame you. I mean, Rico Ross, who plays Horace, has been turning heads for decades. I bet some of you guys remember when he was Whitney Houston's love interest in her Saving All My Love video back in the day. And yes, I'm not surprised that now, people on TikTok are openly calling Horace their dream sugar daddy. For more weekly updates on Beauty in Black and other Tyler Perry shows, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.